Let me tell you guys about Belly Up Sports. Belly Up Sports is the internet sports bar. Go ahead and check out their website, www.bellyupsports.com, to read some great articles from great writers all across the country, from hockey, baseball, golf, soccer, you name it. Belly Up Sports is the premier, not your average website.
The Bundesliga. In the relegation zone, we got 18 plays VfL Bochum. 17 plays Holstein Kiel. And in 16 plays Heidenheim, once again, Heidenheim, similar to Ligue 1, 16 place team plays against the third place team from the second league to decide who's going to play in the Bundesliga next season. So Heidenheim does have a shot to stay in the Bundesliga, and we'll see if that ends up happening for them. The team that's in the Europa Conference League is in sixth place, Mainz. Mainz is going to the Europa Conference League, so we'll see how they fare in that competition. Once again, it's a good opportunity for a club like them. You know, can they go far and get themselves some silverware next year? We'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see how they prepare. We'll see how they tackle the combination of Bundesliga and Europa Conference League, especially because those games are on Thursdays. But all right. The Europa League, we got fifth place SC Freiburg, who is going to the Europa League. I think a good challenge for them, a good opportunity for them as well. The teams in the Champions League, fourth place Borussia Dortmund. This team started so poorly, to the point where they fired their coach Sahin, and they bring in another coach, and they figured it out. They got themselves into fourth place. So while this is fourth place, this has massive implications for them. This is the start of their revival, I guess you could say, for Borussia Dortmund. Can they make some more changes next season? Can they got the Champions League right now? They can lure when they're going after players. This is like, hey, we're going to be in Champions League this year. You know, you can come here, play for some of the best fans in all football. This is a chance that you can, what it feels like to wear the yellow shirt, be in front of the yellow wall, all those things. And hey, we're also going to be in Champions League. We want to be the team that can dethrone Bayern Munich as well. It's not just Leverkusen. And I think that's going to be an interesting storyline for Borussia Dortmund going into this offseason. They also have the FIFA Club World Cup as well. So it's a lot to follow for them. See how they respond, how they react in this coming window to make this team stronger. Because you got Champions League, and it's not like last time. Because last time Borussia Dortmund got that last Champions League spot because of a technicality. This time they got it because they fought hard from where they were to get back into this position. So I think that is very commendable, and hopefully they can have a strong off season where they come back and not look as shaky as they did last year. In third place, we got Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm really happy for them. I really like seeing this team here. I just want to see them compete, and I think that this is a good opportunity for them same thing. It's Champions League. You get the beauty of Champions League when it comes to the transfer window is that it is just so enticing to any player. It doesn't matter who it is. If you versus another team, if that team doesn't have Champions League, that player is definitely going to not go there. So I think it's a really interesting situation there, but great argument for them. Second place, Bayer Leverkusen. So Xabi Alonso, he's gone, but they got Erik ten Hag. So we'll see how Erik ten Hag can bounce back. And I think that this is a great opportunity for him. I think Ten Hag, for all that he dealt with at Manchester United, this is an environment where he could probably get himself his bounce back. Yes, he's going to lose a lot of players. I mean, Frimpong is set to go to Liverpool. Florian Wirtz, I believe, is going to Bayern Munich. Jonathan Tah is going to Bayern Munich. Grimaldo, I think there's possible rumors that he's going to go to Real Madrid to join Xabi Alonso. A lot of players are leaving, so that's going to be a big challenge for him. But he's going to be in an environment that I think could be very good for him, and he knows how to hopefully he can find some hidden gems. I think that this is a good spot for him if he can keep this team afloat, which once again, it's going to be a challenge because they're going to lose a lot of players. It can say a lot for Erik ten Hag one, it could say that it was not him. It was 100% Manchester United, which I think if you're Edward or a Manchester United fan, you hope he fails because it just once again adds more onto the whole thing that Manchester United is just a dumpster fire of a club. And so we'll see what happens there. But that's going to be another interesting storyline to follow for next season. Erik Ten Hag, Bayer Leverkusen. That's going to be really interesting. I thought Xavi Hernandez was going to get the job, but I guess they felt that Ten Hag was more up their alley. So we'll see what happens there, man. And the champions of the Bundesliga is first place Bayern Munich with 25 wins, 7 draws, 2 losses, a total of 82 points. Look, man, I told y'all from last year, and I was so happy that Leverkusen won it last year, to go on the undefeated run that they did. But I just had to point it out, like for Bayern Munich, who had more points than they had the previous year, which they won the league that year, were second. Or I don't believe they were second. I think they were third. But they had more points than they had the year they won the trophy. Once again, Leverkusen win undefeated. It took a team to go undefeated to dethrone Bayern Munich, to end the streak, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm cool with it. I'm not a Bayern Munich fan. I can frankly give a rat's ass about what happens with Bayern Munich. But Bayern Munich is still the standard of the Bundesliga. It's just like how Lille won Ligue 1 a couple years ago. Like, it was cool for them. It was awesome. It was great to see them, win Ligue 1. But at the end of the day, you just know PSG is still going to be there. Bayern Munich, once again, has the resources that just the other teams just don't have. They're going to stay in this conversation. They're going to still be on the top part. They're still going to compete for Champions League. They're still going to compete for this, that, and third. And on top of that, you just add Jonathan Tah. You got Florian Wirtz. I'm sure they're not done with making moves. I think that they're probably going to go after Ronald Araujo from Barcelona. So this team is not done. They're far from done. They are going to, and Thomas Müller gone, but you just got it, Florian Wirtz. I mean, talk about. I don't want to say upgrade, because I think Thomas Müller is definitely one of the best players when it comes to Bayern Munich's history. But you get what I mean, right? You lose a guy like Thomas Müller and you add a Florian Wirtz who might be the perfect replacement for Thomas Müller. Him and Harry Kane could be a partnership if Harry Kane does stay with Bayern Munich. And on top of that, Harry Kane wins a trophy. Harry Kane finally wins a trophy. As well as another club that I want to talk about. But yeah, this was strong year for Bayern Munich. They made a statement. Do I think any praise is given to Vincent Kompany? I think mentality-wise, I will give it to him. But I think it's once again it's Bayern Munich. They just have so much going on. They can't fail. Is really the reality for that team. So, but congratulations to Bayern Munich, man. They once again proved everybody that they are in fact the standard of the Bundesliga, and it's going to be like that for who knows if this starts a new streak. I hope not, but this could start a new streak. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, you just don't know what's going to happen with Leverkusen. They're about to get cleaned out. They're going to lose players, and it's going to be on Leverkusen on how to recoup from those losses. And the same thing for Borussia Dortmund. There's just so many questions of what's going to happen. How are they going to respond? I think they have a really good team. They have a good core, but what do they do to add that extra piece, that piece that like solidifies them as one of the best teams in Germany? So there's a lot of question marks, and the thing is with Bayern Munich, there's no question marks. If anything, we already know they're going to be stronger. That's the other thing. We know they're going to be stronger. You add Jonathan Tah to your back line. You add Florian Wirtz. That team just got stronger. The Golden Boot is Harry Kane from Bayern Munich, who had 26 goals this season, the Golden Boot winner. I believe their trophy is a little cannon, so that's pretty cool. And Golden Glove winner is Peter Gulaxi from RB Leipzig with 14 clean sheets, and that's unfortunate because they're not even in any of these competitions, next year. So, and I mean, they're They're probably going to lose Xavi Simons. They're going to lose a lot of players, RB Leipzig. So we'll see. That's going to be another team that's going to be interesting to follow in the next coming days.
Who is that guy?